Dogs. The only creatures known to mankind that will look at you with absolute adoration while you're eating a sandwich. Now, I don't know about you, but if I tried that with my human friends, I'd likely be met with a less than enthusiastic response. Speaking of sandwiches, have you ever heard about the dog that stole a sandwich? Well, let me tell you, it's quite the tale. There was this dog, a Labrador, who had a particular penchant for sandwiches. His owner, a lady in her 60s, would make herself a sandwich every afternoon. One day, the Labrador, let's call him Max, decided to take matters into his own paws. Max, with the stealth of a ninja, sneaked up to the kitchen counter, and before his owner knew it, the sandwich was gone. The lady was left sandwichless, and Max was pretty pleased with himself. But dogs aren't just sneaky sandwich thieves. Oh no, they're also expert guilt trippers. There was a beagle named Charlie who had the most expressive eyes. Whenever his owner would come home late, Charlie would give him the puppy dog eyes. It was as if Charlie was saying, "You left me here all alone with no one to play with or scratch my belly." And the owner, well, he'd end up giving Charlie extra belly rubs and treats. Guilt tripping level, expert. Then there's the story of the Dalmatian who thought she was a fire truck. Every time she'd hear a siren, she'd howl along. It didn't matter if it was the middle of the day or 3 in the morning, if she heard a siren, she'd join in. Her owners tried to explain to her that she wasn't, in fact, a fire truck, but she didn't seem to care. She was a Dalmatian, and in her mind, she was part of the fire brigade. And let's not forget about the bulldog who loved watching television. He'd sit in front of the TV, eyes glued to the screen. If his owners tried to change the channel, he'd growl at them. His favorite show? Dog Whisperer. Go figure. In conclusion, dogs are sandwich-stealing, guilt-tripping, siren-howling, TV-watching creatures. But despite all their quirks and sometimes odd behavior, they're also the most loyal, loving, and cuddly creatures. They bring joy, laughter, and an endless amount of love into our lives. So here's a little joke to wrap things up. Why don't dogs make good dancers? Because they have 2 left feet. Remember, a day without a dog is like a sandwich without the sandwich thief. It's just not the same.